Vamos ver. Um, way. Oh my God, what's up with this? I bet you they all get scared because they're all pansies. I'm joking. JK. I was sleeping. Ooh. But you guys don't want to cook or nothing? My Vakai. One and um, he's not that young, but what do you gotta say, like 80s? Oh my, that's funny. Real one. Look, 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 look. Cheese it. No need bedtime. That'll pass unlocked. And I didn't even buy it. But oh, first time playing that. What that? Oh, hey, oh, oh look, I have. He, never mind. Been good. Just don't know what to play. I hate playing by myself. How did he? It's just the thing just I forgot. My next round, I'm going to do some money on that 20 hours. Okay. Oh no. Okay. That's too boring. Oh. Quaddy doodly. More better at that. I am just. What? 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 Why no games were in dress to impress? Collectively, if you're rising. Guys have million. Put that there for now. Chill with you guys in chat, but no one don't want to. Let's take a talkie walkie. Creepy. Wiggy diggy diggy.
Maybe next year, okay? Sweetie, I said maybe next year. Stuart Michael Energy looks like something a feed of college on. Stuart Michael. Which not? Your friend? Didn't ask him. Hey. Can I say things, please? No. What is the science word? Are you okay?
What are you doing?
I didn't see. It came out of nowhere.
You're weird.
Chris, come close. It's more Cheeto. I don't like that just cheese. Don't put more Cheeto. Just finish it, please.
Kitty Cat got beef, but he wouldn't stand a chance.
Two. One.
That's a weird face.
Almost. You know the road. What is it, sweetie? There's another one. Getting far too good to be carried. What if it comes back inside? Sure. How do you know it's a girl? 8 legs and a ruby thing. Why don't we just first? What she ever did to you? The question
You can't just kill it.
It's encroached and I don't wish it at all. Dad will kill it for me. I'm not sauce. Why do we need you? Why? It's just not okay. Why? You said you were behind us. You're a liar. Chris, liar! Me.
Wow. Stefan.
Like that again, okay? I'm sorry. Me too. My mom and dad makes you sad. Yeah. I love you too. Mom, what is okay? Mom, go home.
What was that?
Jonathan? What's that? Might be a good way of making extra friends. Don't want to make your friends. You know, when I was your age, I moved to town once too. I was really scared about going to this new place where I'd never been before. But when I got there, my mom signed me up for the grounds, and before I knew it, I had a whole group of friends. Maybe that might happen to you to sign up for this. Maybe. Okay. Yes, I'll see. We're gonna be happy then. Promise.
Well, yeah, one of those things where you sort of punch over, over, over. Yes. You never punched anyone in your entire life. I punched Tom Trump. Well, that poor kid who always lived in his fashion drives longer no. That's the one. That's yeah. I punched him square in the forehead, remember?
Why?
Years ago, because it doesn't matter. What goodness. He gets out and he's walking towards me, screaming at me that I cut him off. They was trying to crazy off this thing here. Two folks out there. So when you planning on graduating,
Jay's a permanent student.
a lecturer, assistant teacher, I am shaping impressionable minds.
Sarah started teaching too. Oh, well, I only did a year looking at. I got pregnant with Chris and couldn't buy. Well, I'm glad you passed it down. Best employee you ever had.
How was that joke shop of yours anyway?
Well, I'll tell you what reason.
Oh, God. You're an asshole.
So what happened to the guy at your car then?
Oh, yeah, so anyway, he comes over to the car, right, and he puts his hand on the bonnet, right, and I swear he's not going to budge an inch, he's coming here, right at me, you can see he's on his walkie-talkie. Who's that? Walkie-talkie. This crazy old lady lives up in the hills near here.
Yeah, the bridge by Lindex. You must have seen it by now.
Oh, yeah, that's the one you told me when I was a kid.
She didn't like it.
Tell the story.
There's no story. No. Go on. Her son James was in my class, used to sit across from me in school. He was really nice, friendly, really into nature, I remember. He used to have plants and a pencil case under his desk. Anyway, when we were around 8, Nori Bridge is her name. She came bursting into the classroom, out of control, screaming insane things about him. It took 3 teachers to drag her into the principal's office and lock her in before the police came. Nobody knew what was wrong with her. He was taken out of school for a while and she went to get it fixed. And a few months later,
She got out, got a car, and all the kid there.
no, no, it's not what happened. It was an accident. It's an awful tragedy.
Oh, yeah.
Nordy, your infrastructure, your component. So here is Frontier AI, built for enterprise, governments, and individuals who refuse to surrender their independence. So here keeps you in control. Own your AI. No markups. No markups. No markups. Uncle Shirley's. No markups. Hey, look. Kids. Kids, lunch.
Let's go.
Really? What are you doing down here? It's my son. He's missing. There's only one house. I'm not trying for him. No, someone might have taken him. Really? Where were you? Chris? Where were you? Here. Your worms. Are you okay, Mommy?
Any history of anxiety disorders like that? You're being on medication before? No. Oh, but that's good. Let's see it, please. That's quite the bone.
How's that? No.
What's wrong? Oh, but
About a year ago, it sometimes gets irritated.
this is 3 weeks worth. It's not too heavy, but best to take before bed. Check back in with me then, and we'll see how you're doing. Okay.
Mom, I thought you were upstairs. You caught me.
Must be pretty hungry.
I'm starving.
Where did you
I
get
think I might watch the World Cup because Canada's playing right now.
You're supposed to go outside on your own.
Let's see if this is.
I want to surprise you.
Let me see. Very good. Thank you.
I can be a happy,
How does it sound?
peaceful.
What are your new friends' name?
Michael and Peter, Sam and Stuart.
Stuart? Stuart Mackin? I didn't like him.
I don't have to be his friend.
Making new friends is good, remember? Okay. Excuse me. Can you move off the road, please? Brady. This is Brady.
Great. I'm sorry. She likes longer. It's all this keeps inside now. She's not a great listener. Yes.
Sarah.
What's a little man's name, right?
I should get going.
Sure. Need anything.
Thanks.
Change this so I can take off that cord. My knee. I gotta change it to the World Cup. Because I'm just showing myself right now. I don't need. Actually, I need to keep this in it. Take this out. Plug it in here. Take that other cord and plug it in. And this should be for the cable. This should be for the cable. Let's see what the game's all about.
Alright.
Is this the 4K one? Yes.
Jumps all over the top of Haramovic, heads it away. Picked up in the midfield by Ted Perovic, the Bromley man. He's tracked by Jonathan David. Jonathan David, he was away here down the right side. He's got support from Tejan Buchanan. Turns backwards though into the midfield, and Ludwig Fuscherall stepping forward there to get things going. And it's not the most vulnerable with the good. These gets away. The areas leave themselves a bit open at the back. Miller coming inside. Along the
I'm gonna change the.
Demirovic brings it away down the right touchline. Bosnia causing Canada some problems in transition. They really are. They really are. It's particularly when they have everyone forward for the set piece. It's a wide free kick or a corner. Just losing a lot of the races in terms of going back the other way. Bosnia committing players forward with pace. They've got to be careful and keep an eye on that one. Make sure that they don't concede a second. Buchanan. Johnston inside for Stefano Stacchio. Stacking up against Canada.
Apparently, they have a promising team.
Mr. Fougerolles. Wide for Kone. From the Montreal man, Ismail Kone. He now plays in the top flight in Italy. Third covers Maherty. Kone's club teammate clears away to Canada through on the left side.
Is this Montreal? Oh,
I see it again at the Daniel Rashi's feet. Get more touches. Miller towards the byline, and then the challenge coming in from Delic. Cleared away on the response, Richard Grant. Tarabic gets a foot in. Larea finds Kone. Promising moments for Canada. Kone's ball in. They come to this to O'Shea. O'Shea across the ball. And the run by Marinovic. Just it was that it was really high spin. Gets on it quickly though, Taniolo O'Shea.
1 second, guys. I'm just like doing something but quick.
O'Shea turns. What's an opportunity?
Well, I'm just trying to watch it for a quick second.
But Canada now have had 2 moments. Well, on another day they may well have scored. David with the first missed chance, and now Taniolo O'Shea wants to claim it for winning that.
Come on, that was close.
Just
You like hit it a bit too hard.
ends up wrong side. This never looks confident. Ball's always around, never gets it settled.
You could have scored that.
Underneath it, leaning back and over the crossbar. It was a big chance.
Like I could have
Opportunity
shot that
for
to
two
that.
strikers, Jonathan David and Tanya.
If I was open that wide open,
In this first half. Taniolo O'Shea going
like maybe not score, but I'll fucking hit the net. Oh, what?
outside of Toronto at the age of 10.
That was bad.
Plays for Villarreal in Spain. I think when you're feeling a bit tight and you're in doubt, you go a bit more for power rather than trying to place it in the top corner. Just hit through the ball, hit the target, and Vasil in the goal. I was trying to be too precise with that one. Shea hasn't scored his last 11 for Canada since the goal and an assist in the Gold Cup opener this time last year, a 6-0 win in Vancouver against Honduras.
Do the Canada?
Johnson with a looping throw towards the front post. And Lukic, the goal scorer.
How's that much fellas?
Another Canadian corner. Let's pull the game. We stuck in with the delivery once again. The Fougerolles climbing, but coming the end of it. Now Mark Memic is chasing forward. Richie Larea getting back to do the defending. And it goes off Larea. Not many people in Richie Larea in that sort of situation, but again, look, they get out because of it. They've got runners coming forward.
I forgot to take note, but I'll just
Struggling a little
do
bit
it
actual
on the next time out.
That break from
Because
Bosnia and Herzegovina.
I really haven't watched soccer in a
I
while.
think that they're going to button up a little, maybe an extra player back. Corner kicks out swinging towards that penalty spot, not working either. Maybe go back to the short one. Bosnia scored in the 21st minute here. In the last 15 minutes, Canada have had 77% of the possession. Outside of the goal scored by Bosnia, Canada have had the better of the chances, but unable to convert on both occasions. Strong. Derek Cornelius, header, good header. Just keep their eye on the ball and come through the striker and win it fairly. Excellent stuff from Cornelius. Cornelius played a full game against Ireland a week ago. It's his first full 90 minutes in club all country since November the 2nd. And an injury issue with Rangers in Scotland and then fell out of favour with their head coach Danny Rowe. Cornelius didn't play for the rest of the season at Rangers. Ryan Reynolds amongst the celebrities in the house today. Quite an occasion in downtown Toronto. A special day all around. Absolutely. Everyone wants to be here. Maybe he's scouting for Wrexham. Maybe Ryan Reynolds. Miller. Back it comes here for Derek Cornelius. Luke de Fougerolles. Cornelius forward towards Miller, who just keeps that one in play. Actually closing down quickly, but that's a great ball through to Kone, who skips the first challenge.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go! No!
Was caught late there by Tahirovic. Tracking again from Jonathan David. Another little sprint from Kone. Just can't connect the pass. Canada just trying to play a little bit quicker, just getting caught. That split second late to see the gap, drive through it, play a pass through. Just a little bit ponderous reactions.
Like, was that push?
Johnston, Memic going across to defend for Bosnia as it comes into the middle towards Stefan Eustáquio. His 57th appearance for his country. Flipped away by Dedic. Connolly gets a good foot to that one. He's been so influential for Canada so far. He's got to get around the ball more, Luke, as much as possible. Get Coney in position. Coney down the line for Miller. Miller towards the byline, gets the cross in, but Vasil can get there. No, it's the Columbus corner. Lead off. Yenich, I think he was, right full back. Don't play. Come on. Go forward as well, but there's never shifts his defensive responsibilities. Another corner for Canada this time. Pretty certain it's coming right under the crossbar of Nicolas Vasil. Eustáquio's ball in. Jonathan David at the back post. It's not coming from the corner. They're talking for the ball. Well, I think it hits his arm, but I believe it's in beside his chest. There's Kolasinac here. As there, it hits his arm and be a real hospital. It doesn't even hit his arm, does it? And upsets his side, maybe it grazes his arm, but no way. Will not be given a penalty kick. Eustáquio in, Cornelius was climbing. Cleared away by Dedic, who actually played for Jesse Marsh. Marsh coaching Dedic, the Austrian right back at Red Bull Salzburg. In fact, Dedic signing his first pro deal just after Jesse Marsh had arrived there at the club. And also Derek Cornelius' teammates when he was on loan at Marseille in February of 2025. Cornelius on the ball now. This is Gafuzharov. Hanging up against Remic. Tejon Buchanan runs to the line. Buchanan wins the tackle on the far side. It's Cutler after Cutler here for Canada, but can they make them count? Good play from Buchanan, gets himself 1v1 with Memic and drives at him. There's a chance to put it in, but he tries to go again. In fairness to Omar Memic, he does really well to get back. Eustáquio's ball in. Cornelius lancing off the head, drops towards Liam Miller. Getting away only as far as Ismail Kone. Another deflection.
Another corner.
And this is number 8 for Canada in the first 39 minutes. It's incredible. It's a lot of corners.
Like, how much like friggin' like corners they have, and they didn't even got one on net.
From this far side where it's an outswinger.
That's crazy.
Cornelius, the visual from the back again alongside Fabio Loche. Shot this time from Eustáquio.
Yeah, don't actually try to shoot it that time.
Kone rolls it through. He's looking for trouble.
Look for something else.
The Pujol flips on.
Close.
Off the head of Liam Miller and now Richie Larea with it all hoisted forward towards Jonathan David. I wonder if the flag might have gone up anyway. Might up was tight. Might have been up and keeping an eye. And it was just an up and under from Richie Larea, but David right on to
It's 45, right? Yeah.
Just get his foot in it. Coming over the shoulder like that from such a height. Really hard pass to bring it down, get a shot away. Strong header from Katic in the back. He plays in Germany with Schalke. And Fischer all across.
No.
Tarovic on the ball back for Dedic. Tarovic once again. Eustáquio first there. Fischer all turns. Canada playing their way out of trouble here from deep inside their own half. Inside the final 5 minutes plus stoppage time at the end of the first 45 in Toronto. Oh, time to fusion. These finals, surely. One of these places that the double participation.
I heard it fucking like Montreal, Toronto.
There's a lot of youth and
What
fullback.
is the game in?
Great, so
Like which field?
off either side, he feels good. They've got a lot of momentum at the moment. Since that hydration break, with loads of possession. Jericho warming up, so suggestions that maybe it's okay to play some minutes.
Where are they at? Oh, right.
Yesterday here in the stadium that Alfonso Davies is the only player not available for Canada today. Everybody else is healthy enough to play some minutes. There's a huge turnaround given the issues that Canada had with injuries heading into this tournament. Johnston finds Eustachio, Mihailovic forward. Nemec putting the pressure on Alistair Johnston, Beavers foul. Canada have not in this stadium. Just the up for Nemec kicks it all there. Lose the game. November of 2023. A 3-2 loss against Jamaica. Before that, it was September of 2010. Lost against Peru. Game in 2010, just 10,000 in attendance. Times have changed. Down by the lakeshore. Miller's ball forward. Tarovich brings it back the other way. This is superb. Look, really high. It's just little things. The way that he's tracked back, he's done so well defensively. Miller with the throw down the left side. Katic wins it in the air, an 18 cap for him over the top of Kone's head, but Cornelius is there. Tahirovic with the ball backwards, although Shea fight try and get onto it. Jesse
$10
to try and use the pace of time.
I'm just copying because I played soccer a lot, like grown up.
So far, was that one chance?
I was defense.
Wonderful defending from Johnston. It's not easy against Nemec. He's so sharp. Loves to run and it takes fullbacks. Johnston's going to be careful on that yellow.
I was the one that
like Tarovich,
like kicking the ball to the strikers.
So he sees things through the middle and out to the left hand side where Nemec consistent.
And stopping them from scoring because I'm a badass.
That's a triple from distance, but never got in trouble. Maxime Crépon there from the shot by.
I've had 9 staples into my big forehead from over here. Staples along my head.
Italy had 1 goal and 7 appearances in qualifying.
Soccer was the only sport that I got like injured quick.
There was a great video after Virat Tarovich had scored that goal.
But baseball, like rugby, football, like any sport, I like, didn't get hurt.
People like, oh, let's see, does he catch him? Maybe a little bit, but I think it's a pretty harsh yellow. Really, Cornelius kicks into Demirovic's leg. It's yellow again for Bosnia. And Demirovic follows.
You scared me, Cat.
To the referee. There was video of Virat Tarovich scoring a penalty when he was 6 or 7 years old in the backyard.
I'm gonna wait. I don't know why I'm waiting because I know it's about to end. Halftime's about to be done.
To a World Cup. Dreams coming true for many players out there today. Johnston's ball forward.
I'm not sure if it's like 45.
So he's something here. Forget the first.
Then it adds a couple minutes. Don't jump on me yet. I gotta get up again. I'm not hard like
4 minutes of time being added on.
I go back and forth taking tokes. Like you can't like you ever stop sleeping on me.
Walked into the stadium with you today, Steve.
Sleep on me when I'm trying to watch movies.
Chase it. Brendan Burton. Managed down the left side. Across goes Cornelius.
+4. Will that be +4 like minutes? Maybe. Not sure.
Stankier looks to get it away from gets a yellow card. Yeah.
I don't know much about the rules, but I played a lot of soccer though.
This comes through, really comes in, dangerous there. Plays up
I just copied my friends.
Trying to have a little fun the year before. A half time.
And I like never got fouled, no
Bosnia have managed to shift the game a little bit, play it a
nothing.
little bit more of a neutral middle zone.
Come on!
And then sheds it away.
They are just like launching the ball up and they are not even getting close to their own teammates. At least if they're gonna launch it, be confident it's gonna at least go close to them.
We win a competitive match was here in this stadium, October of 2021 and World Cup fight. It's a 4-1 win against Panama. That incredible Alphonse, he's goal.
Yeah, that's
country
for the minutes. Okay.
Scoring in the same net, the same end of the stadium that Canada is heading towards in this first half. Bosnia going towards the end where their main group of supporters is front of the upper tier, the south end of the stadium. Tejon Buchanan cutting inside. And that's gone out off the corner flag for a throw. Yeah, Buchanan, the heavy touch inside.
I don't know what, but like the paint, like cleats and shoes look sick.
To slow down the defender, they change the pace. You see there the tackle from Tahirovic. Fortunately for Bosnia, crashes off and post. Johnston heads it back in. O'Shea fighting for a touch, goes up to the Johnston's for another corner. It's like second.
Another corner, another corner, another corner.
Really little touch here. Then the Hawks touched onto it. With a second defending bodies on the left. No doubt for yet. Another kick. Corner number 2 in the first half for Jesse Marsh's man. Eustachio's delivery cutting it. Such a good. Times it well. He hits it well where it's going to land and he's on it. Does he get up a little early or is it?
How could they score?
Pretty hard to tell from the first time.
Second half.
Be easier. I think he might just get up a split second too early.
Ryan Reynolds just there watching to him. Why like ain't he not closer? I'd say like friggin' like better seats are far away for soccer. Cause the field's massive.
Golden Kitchen's the only goal of the game so far. His first international goal. And Sergei Barbares and Bosnia are leading after 45 minutes. Taniolo O'Shea and Jonathan David with chances for Canada. But at the midway mark, down by the lecture. And also,
Forgot what was the meal.
Save the finish with FanDuel's new fun features that all 120 minutes to get early payouts when your team goes up to blind betting.
Oh my! Can you stop? Can you get fuck.
If your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. At FanDuel, every score means more. North America's #1 sportsbook and casino, FanDuel. Play your game. There's dreaming about it, and then there's experiencing it with Amex Platinum. The trick you imagined becomes unimaginably real. Seated at the Oz table in town. And just like that, you scored access to pre-sale tickets and you're singing every word. For a life like no other, you need a car like no other. Like Amex.
Guys, I hate to break it to you, but we don't have enough lace for the game.
Let's go to the store then.
We cannot go in there. It's too bad. It's too big. Oh, how you doing? We're having an awesome viewing party, and if you have lace, you can come with us. Oh, there. So
Oh, yeah, my daughter.
Oh, okay. Good. From the door.
In Canada, our future stars don't simply show up on a rock stage. They were built from the ground up, right here in the heart of our communities. From the childhood dream to the national team. We lead our Canada, driven by Volkswagen.
Where is it? 10 seconds before the whistle, and you think this is a good time to put a sea bass? Really, Terry? Come on. Just get them delivered to you, Daniel. What are you doing?
Gordon Ramsay.
Who could cook at a time like this with hundreds of deer?
Uber Eats. Time now for the Coca-Cola Time Show. Jovo Lucas, 27-year-old Serbian-born striker who did not appear in a single World Cup qualifier, nearing his tournament still the breakdown World Cup gold. Bosnia and won the next with 11 set thousands in those two sections here at Trevina Stadium. The numbers, as the guys mentioned, Canada dominating in possession, not necessarily what they always want, and in shots and corners particularly. 10 corners for Canada, they got very little out of them. Bosnia, it's the one goal in the game so far. Fighting Canada, James Duffy alongside the captain, Atiba Hutchinson, Julian de Guzman, and Kevin Kilbane. So a lot of positives in the last 20 minutes, but let's face it, that was a nightmare scenario for Canada to give up the first goal earlier. And there was so much focus on Edin Dzeko and would he play or not, and it ends up gets the goal. Where were the mistakes made on that corner?
Well, first of all, you probably look at you see Stefan Eustáquio's position at the near post. I think he's got to engage James. He's got to be almost backing into Kolasinac and got the flick on him. That was how it kind of went. It was Kolasinac gets the flick, that's the ball gets called out, and then it's Lukic just there in front of Richie Loretta. So a number of errors in the feature can start getting right into the city sector. I don't think jumping. But absolutely, you can see he's stepping out of his position, expecting a short corner, but that short corner is then you step out your position. Then you have to wait from the next dangerous corner of the field, and that's where it was near close where stabbing. You need something to stand with your squeezing teeth and give away a single to from your movement. And that's what it comes down to in this situation here.
Matter of details, it's two steps that you're. It's so dangerous to be in that near post and not get there. So when you don't get that first set.
Max control as well. I feel as though he's just play that. Yeah, I believe he should be staying in the middle of his goal in that position there. I've been told off yesterday by Milan Boyan for describing goalkeepers, but I think he should be staying in that position, James. Yeah.
All Jesse Marsh talked about crosses, set pieces, and they've worked on it countlessly over the last couple of weeks, but that's what gets me. The other problem for Canada is the problem that has plagued them much of the last year. They only have 7 goals in their last 8 games, been shut out the last 4 times. A lot of creating chances and just no finish.
Well, listen, we all have our eyes on Jonathan David, and this is a moment where we knew it was going to happen. He finds his second ball. He's been great at those second balls. He those moments where he can step up and okay, just reflex and use it across your body. You're going into a position where the keeper will have no chance, and it keeps. This is more for me a psychological problem. He had to be mentally prepared for those moments, and that's the moment that he has, and that's probably the only chance he'll get in the game.
Yeah, yeah, and it's again, right foot, left foot. We've seen him put that ball in the back of the net over and over, and it's that sharpness that he's missing right now. Another one here from Tani, I think. We've seen that a lot from Tani. He's got to hit the target here. You wanted to question before the game, didn't you, James, about Tani and his finishing, and it's wasteful. That's from Jonathan Davies should be in the back of the net, and that's where we are. Yeah.
Minutes later, after that chance is missed, then we can see the goal.
So we look forward to the second 45, which is obviously critical. We've said before this tournament, this is the biggest match of this group. You're going to need likely 4 points to get through. 3 maybe, but it starts to get a little bit dicey there. So they need a result of some sort. What has to change, or perhaps who?
I would probably prefer a little bit of physicality to come on. We're all looking to promise David as being this next sub, aren't we? And I think he provides something absolutely in the penalty box. Canada have been dangerous at times. They cause problems. I think there is weaknesses with Bosnia's backline. And I think Canada needs, I would feel as well, when they get into right positions, Julian, cross a little bit quicker into the box.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit more direct. Tejan has gotten himself in some really good positions there. But he takes the extra touch and and you've got that extra yard. That ball's got to go, in between the back line and the keeper. It could be either an own goal or if it lands on one of our strikers.
Yeah, whip it in when they least expect it. Because if you continue to get to the byline, then they're getting back into position. So you get around the corner and then just whip it in, and the runners are going to be there.
Will it be Promise David? Would it be Kyle Laren? Jesse talked about liking the idea of Kyle Laren.
Yes.
Do we see both of them perhaps?
I'd be surprised if there's a change at half time, because Jesse Marsh needs to shake this up a little bit. He needs to get a reaction in the first 10 or 15 minutes, and hopefully that will be the case. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Kyle Laren come on at half time.
All right, electric crowd here in Toronto, but disappointment early except for the 2 blue sections at the back as Bosnia gets the lone goal of the first half of the first ever World Cup game in Toronto, and the celebrations for the Bosnian fans. Let's see if Canada can get some of that back in the second.
They're back home for the games.
Oh, I wish. Good job.
Across the pond, please.
Right, approach down to the river. Easy. Let's go.
Here.
This stadium? I think he's attached. Keep these.
We are deep into stoppage time. Oh, they must be careful here.
Checking this. It's gonna be in the hands of the
Capaz que no sabe quién soy todavía. Pero pronto lo vas a saber.
It's cute. I'm gonna be so wicked.
The future is already here. Next starts now.
When you've been in Canada for 240 years, you get around in plastic cups, fancy cups, teacups, these little cups, or no cup at all, from glassware, footwear, to everywhere in between. Because it doesn't matter what it's in, it matters where it's from. Listen, everyone in.
Toronto tonight, the third and final host of this World Cup Open tournament, as the Americans take on Paraguay in Los Angeles. They're 5-2-2 all time against Paraguay, and played them recently, beat them 2-1 in a friendly back in November, 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 Pacific on TSN. The last time the came from behind the wing was November of 2022, right before the World Cup, when they did it against Japan. Of course, came from 2-0 down to draw with Iceland in friendly a few months back. But down here, that was just his reaction that Jonathan David missed. The emotions of a World Cup, a massive 45 minutes ahead for Marsh and Canada.
Share screen right now. I'm clicking it and everything. Thank you, Dennis. Sorry, am I muted? Perfect.
Så det är att du går on igen. Se vad för han gör man. Det är ändå för där vi går upp och så här rätt. Now I thought I was safe. No matter who you are. The Bashar people is the nicest video game on the planet. And who are you know we don't realize the world.
Welcome back inside Toronto Stadium. Look beside Stephen Caldwell as the teams make their way back out here with Canada trailing by 1-0. Jove Lukic scored his first international goal in the 21st minute of this one. But Canada dominated. They had their opportunities. It has two chances falling to Jonathan David and Tani Olawashe. So is it more of the same for Jesse Marsh's men, or will they try something different?
I'm not sure they'll try something different, Luke, but I think they're going to up the pace a little bit and be a bit more intentional in what they're trying to do. I think they're a little tentative at times, but overall, I don't think bad from Canada. I think Jesse Marsh will have been pretty positive in that dressing room at half time with some of the words that he had for his players. Very disappointing goal to concede from them, but ultimately they're absolutely in this game. The next chance that falls away is vitally important. They have to put it in the back of the net. They have to be clinical. And if they can get that next goal, then it's game on and then go on and win this.
It's the fifth time in 7 World Cup matches that Canada have been losing at half time. They're yet to come back in any game to earn a point. Canada has turned things around here in Toronto. We now to earn the first World Cup point or first World Cup win. Will there
Let's
be
go.
home World Cup goal? Here's Demirovic with the early shot, and that seemed quite contested inside the opening moments.
Demirovic's been quiet, hasn't he? He's not really been in the game. We've mentioned Jovo Lukic way more than his more esteemed strike partner, the Stuttgart man. Can't afford to give away any space and time in the box, though. He's absolutely deadly. This is his chance again. It's across it. It's a target, but it's a comfortable one for Max Dipple to
Too
be
late.
safe. Jovo Lukic scored the goal. He won more aerial duels than any other player on the pitch in the first half. He's certainly taking his opportunity after coming in for the injured Edin Dzeko. Dzeko unable to start the game, but is available on the bench. 40-year-old veteran, many years at the very top of the European game.
No way.
So actually, big first start from Lukic. You know, he got that goal, but overall, I thought he was excellent. Only playing in his third cap, so no experience at this level. But
I don't
his
think.
opportunity, he's absolutely taking it. And O'Shea gets the flick onto that ball and chases that himself as cutting across as Nikola Katic to put it out of play. They won't commit these defenders, they'll slide, they'll commit to things, and Canada just can be a little bit quicker, a little bit cuter. Well, O'Shea towards the byline. Katic doing the defending.
Yes.
Keeping that touch to it, what Andrew Vassell was going to script.
Close. That was really close goal.
Shea, outplayed it for the front. I mean, it was close. The first ball in there was pretty tight. But he's right near the byline was excellent. Katic got caught out. A long throw into the box, headed away towards the back post where Liam Miller will go chasing Richie Larea over there as well. He turns under pressure from Demirovic. This is Dufugeron. Oliver Shea got 2 assists in the final. With penultimate friendly. Canada against his better Stan Evans and Tango Shea. Finally leave this one for Alistair Johnston. Quick throw again from Johnson. Buchanan's ball turned into the box. Right now, Bosnia meeting most of what is coming at them. This is Lucas Fugeron. His first World Cup, made his first international start in Copa America in the 3rd place game. This ball played through towards Oliver Shea.
Not on it.
Well, some of the think that's believe he gets something on it. It's a horrible collision between the goalkeeper and Tani O'Shea. Watford's okay, O'Shea looks a little disorientated on the ground. That's is in a lot of trouble as well. Pace and O'Shea just gets there, stepping up. He's going to go at it with his head. He gets the first touch, but I think the big goalkeeper gets enough on it. Suggests that it's not going to be a penalty kick. He's come up. Lost away from it though. O'Shea back on his feet. Vasil is still down receiving some treatment here as we take another look at what happened. Vasil, who saved Nico Williams' penalty in the shootout against Wales in the playoff semi-final. It's probably offside looking at it like that. It's quite tight, but in fairness, they probably get there at the same time doing it is the goalkeeper. It's not a punch on the head of O'Shea who I think knows he's going to get up at the last possible minute. It takes a couple of fists to the side of the head. I don't think that a foul should have been given. The goalkeeper does get there. Because this is a little spin and turn on Katic. He tries to go for the low hard one across the front. Vasil is down with a good save from that through. Fortunately for Bosnia, falls to the defender rather than the striker in red. Another aerial duel one. Looks like Bosnia are absolutely dominating this game 29-36. Jules won so far from them this afternoon. Miller, a little bit right from Liam Miller, who was challenging for the ball to machinery just too far in front of the fellow Minnesota United now. It's good from Liam Miller. It's got to be better than that. When Canada needed to slow the heart rate and be calm and composed and let themselves down and stop. You've won. Yes, and it's been 2 or 3. You think about David's chance, he needed just to find the corner all the way just at a simple pass to put Tani O'Shea through, really off the mark. Composure lacking in big moments. Yep. That's Canada trying to find a way back into the game that they have trailed since just before the midway mark in the first half. Mardenic will look to turn on the far side to play for a Canada draw. Canada heading towards the south end of Toronto Stadium in this second half, the lakeshore end of the stadium. Cornelius with the ball back forward, brought down by Jonathan David. This is Liam Miller out on the left side, up against Barrett Karavic. Now it's Eustachio. Everyone back behind the ball defending for Bosnia and Herzegovina here. Cornelius with the cross into the box and Lazio is able to play. Some challenge really. Yeah, I mean it was a little close to him from Cornelius. I don't mind the fact that he wrapped his foot around it and tried to put pace in the cross, but on the accuracy flip for sheer chance.
Stop.
He comes up Katsunic, 32-year-old defender. It's a little bit overlooked. He's won a lot of battles against Dejan Buchanan so far. But he is again the German born left back who plays for Atalanta. Second most caps on the score. In fact, he's a critical Bosnia. Each of the last 14 calendar years, Kolasinac is making his debut in November 2013 against Argentina. Those years where he was successful with Arsenal. We FA Cup with them in 1920 season. Going on with the final win against Chelsea. Muramovic, back it goes for Vasil. Katic. Next up for Canada, they head to Vancouver for the final two group games. They'll play against Qatar and then Switzerland. Those two teams will meet in their Group B opener tomorrow afternoon. Canada's seventh all-time World Cup game. Miller down the left side, up against Denic. Now let's go back for Kone. Bustakios. Come on. Stadium. So lucky mostly he does everything right, Laria. That's absolutely terrific football. Look at this. The pass from Corey and then a stack out to put Laria through. Slides it beyond Vasil. Little touch there off the goalkeeper's left ankle, which gives Kolasinac a chance to just inadvertently smack it off the crossbar. He doesn't know what he's doing, but fortunately for him in Bosnia and Herzegovina, crashes square off the bar and out to safety. Really unlucky for Canada. The red wave continues.
Definitely is unlucky.
In Toronto. But here's danger. Demirovic is good.
Good.
More than enough. From Kripal. It comes out of nothing really. Muramovic ball forward. That's the crossover between the Fougerol and Cornelius. The Fougerol follows the run of Lukic. The Miravic. Again, just thinking too much. He's going to just slide it past Kripal. He's trying to take it round him. Goalkeeper gets a touch in it, puts it out for a corner. Laria's chance. Unbelievable that it doesn't find the back of the net. Flops in it for Kolasinac, but he stays with it all the way. It's supposed to be a second corner, and Kripal couldn't quite get there, but Conroe gets away with it anyway here in Canada. Have the numbers in. Jonathan David through the middle. Which is this one himself as it goes all the way back towards Vasil. It's an open game at the moment. Well, that was soon Canada. Jesse Marsh telling me this morning when we chatted that he thinks they can catch Bosnia in transition. Miller looks towards the back post. That's a disappointing score again. Is the young Miller industry was there. They weren't questionable from Miller, but at times he's just a little erratic with his deliveries and his decisions. Jesse Marsh may be pondering some changes. Yeah. Thomas David, we've already seen as he has made a miraculous comeback from injury. Would be a player who can come on in this sort of situation with the game wide open. Has already shown us with the goal that he scored at Edmonton to cancel that for offside. He is straight back into his form. Jonathan David down the right hand, Shays in the middle. That takes the deflection. He's too slow from David again. No look, he's going to be quicker onto that to get it in the middle. Again, I'll brilliant defending advantage. But that is a chance to put the ball in the back of the net. There's no doubt about it. Johnson with a quick thinking yet again with the throw-in. Canada caught out Bosnia 3 or 4 times with that quick throw in the right from Alistair Johnson. David just a little off at his knees. His pace is just a little slow at times. Can he just find that extra gear that we know he's got in him?
The crowd comes the other way. Bosnia and the last match specifically were taking too long to take that. Already maybe looking to waste a few moments here. We're only 11 minutes into the second half, but Richie Laraya's efforts cleared off the far by Kolasinac, who's a former central defender. I mean, you couldn't do that if you tried, could you? No, was he trying to do anything there? Or just get someone on it? He's a yard down from the goal line. He's just trying to get. Nine times out of 10, it's an own goal. Oh, of course, it's an own goal in the back of there. It's not Watson. But he's going to play. He doesn't give up. He doesn't get caught ball watching. Even as it goes past his goalkeeper, who got the slights, the touches, which ironically gave him a chance to make that fortunate clean, and so it's just really unlucky from Canada. Football was lovely. Coney again was on the ball in that move a couple of times with key passes. Promise David is getting set to come in here just before the hour mark. An incredible story. For a player from Brampton, Ontario, who plays for Union Saint-Gilloise of Belgium. He went off injured with a hip injury in February. Well, his World Cup dreams were over. Kolasinac with the high ball forward. Maxime Crépeau comes a long way to get there. Has that come out for the corner? It has. On decision, wasn't it? Should have caught it. It's clear. Look away, he likes to try and punch it, and doesn't get a connection he wanted. As we saw, first half, and he's put it close to the half as this corner kicks. Basic again out to take this. You know where it's going. Third corner of the game. They scored from their first. And towards the 6 box and headed on to Ivanovic. Change. Jacob Schaffelberg and Ahmed also going through intense warm-ups as well. Two players that have fought back from injury. Weren't involved in the two games before the World Cup. You can
Good technique, my boy.
Schaffelberg and Promise David. Jacob Schaffelberg, such a key figure in Copa America, really rose to prominence and was relied upon by Jesse Marsh, especially after Tejan Buchanan's injury. This is kind of Derek Cornelius. Now Liam Miller.
Get that stolen from me, Ab.
Liam Miller enters Rosie Stack here.
Score, score, score. You're not going to score. Score, score, score. You're not going to score.
Koenig. Miller. Taken on by Where he was chasing, but Mark Tarvish looking to get away down that far side. It's out of play for a draw. When the run through Richard at the end saying he was the decoy runners to try and open up space for Miller to maybe clean into Stack or into form. He's had decision here. Goes off side, Danny Overshay. There's a change coming for Bosnia as well. They're going to bring in Armin Gigovic and also Samed Bazdar. Bazdar, a striker. Maybe a straight swap up top for Lukic, we'll see. He's only scored one international goal in 13 games. Gigovic born in Sweden.
Yeah, my boy.
So Jesse Marsh will bring on Schaffelberg, Ahmed, and Promise David. Along with Shane next way, Liam Miller as well, and Tejan Buchanan. Like for like, isn't it? Yeah, from Jesse Marsh. Used to see an Ali Ahmed on that left hand segment. He's going to play on the right. In fact, it's Jonathan David, not Daniel O'Shea. Jonathan David, Buchanan, and Miller, the players leading the game. A decision to take David out now that we afternoon, no doubt. It's been worth it, but it is
the main man up top. It has been for a number of years for Canada, so it's a big call for Jesse Marsh to put in Curtis David alongside Oliver Shea. Through fairness in the second half, especially, he's had way more
You scared me, Cat.
points in defence.
How dare you scare me like that?
3 goals and 10 caps for Promise David, who scored a goal on his debut a year ago in this stadium, a 4-2 win against Ukraine.
Should I try to stay on stream for the 6 hours, 7 hours? But there's no sense. There's no one on watching me. Like,
Collision here between Maria and Violet Tanovic.
because I'm from St. John's, a place where, like, you can't really do much.
Tops out there.
Just
Playing
this.
on the ground. It's been a really tight, tense game throughout with not a lot of chances. Canada have had a couple, could take them.
If I was up Toronto, I'll drive to like New York. I'll do things.
It's the party passage.
Collab with people.
Lukic is also off. Great. Gets the free kick here.
Oh,
Probably staying restricted to the action. He's just pulled it back on Tehanovic. Also, Gigovic is substitute. Sold on his face with nothing in that. Paul Stevens just trying to win a battle. Was going to keep his arms down. But Forrest David got injured in February. Jesse Marsh called him and said, I will give you until the very last minute to get ready for this World Cup. He is the sort of player, while limited on international experience, who has been scoring goal after goal at club level. And it's different to anything else that this Canada squad has. Catching play by Ali Ahmed here.
come on, game! Come on!
Shipping on the Shipley straight into the top of the chain and came across. And now there's a bunch of rounds, Toronto Stadium.
They got 20 minutes left. 27. 30 if you count the +4. Come on, no.
Chaotic in the box, wasn't Stack, in front of David, he slips over but tries a little turn. Doesn't quite get clear of the defender. Defending by Mohanovic and Katic, who between the two of them managed to really stop the shot from one any foul behind it.
Gonna ask.
Ahmed has also injected some pace down this right side since coming on. Nice. Running into defender spot. I think a little bit different from Shannon, running more inside and combining and connecting areas again, just coming in off the flank. Winfried challenge for class match. 1 goal and 4 assists in what is now 25 caps for Canada for 25-year-old Ali Ahmed of Toronto. Made his debut in the 2023 Gold Cup, had a goal and an assist in the 3-0 win in Romania last September. Going down the left it goes. And Richie Larea stepping inside. Larea's pulled to a Stacchio with Stacchio in the shot. Rapids here around there, just get bend and back in towards the post. Larea's been good in the second half, influential going forward, creating overloads. Nowhere near, not really ever a concern for Nicola Vasil. And they have the momentum here as we head towards what could be the second half hydration break. The 8th time Canada have played against European opposition under Jesse Marsh. 1-3, lost 1 and drawn 2. The only defeat was against the Netherlands 4-0 in Marsh's first game in charge in June of 2024. The last win against European opposition was London and Wales in September. Thundering free kick from Derek Cornelius that day. Was the ball over the top of Chateaubriand to chase onto. But it's Toronto FC man back home here as it's posted high. Oh, the city appointment. Just put the ball in here from Pittsburgh. Also on again, keep the listener doing it. For now, this year, it's a fair, scenario, but to be honest, It's coming to there's really in there. It was calculated from Baxter. She wanted to try and stop the momentum that Canada are building. It's a free kick in the deeper area. Canada maybe best served to play this short, just keep testing those there. Stakulin's trying now. Great header from Oliver Shearer from something up just the stand up for the far post. So unfortunate again, good defending. Ahmed cutting inside. Ahmed towards Eustachio. Just keeps it in play. I think Ahmed goes to respond, but it's too far over the top of Cornelius. Bosnia have never had a World Cup clean sheets. We're 25 minutes or so away from a victory here today. So again, Katic. Get round. No pace on it, but he needs it. Make sure that he helps his goalkeeper out by coming in on the right hand side of his line. Nervous moments for Canadian fans on the big day. As far as she's a very side, he's at the side here as he looks to cut inside against the layer. Brilliant, well done, brilliant. Fences offside right here, he wants a flag. He held his run well by Rantarovic. There's a deeper defender on the other side, so we can see it coming. Here comes Canada. He's back here to the left half right. Right for Ahmed down the right. A great start to life in England in the Championship with Norwich City. Ali Ahmed has got injured on the football there this season. Since the start of May, one of the cities we need to put down there because David's went off. Not misstated as that part of the man. Look what she's been given a bit of license to roam around. He wins that free kick off the last match. Who stands on his left foot. A little bit closer to the ground. Now the Ahmed on it at the minute.
Score here. You could score on this shot like what?
Small Ernst looked behind off a Bosnian head and just kept in play by Kolasinac on the far side.
Come on.
Diffuser roll.
Yes. Don't don't look shocked. Like cannot like you have seen them. You seen them clearly pushed. Don't
Here comes the concentration break with a little over 20.
because he had a ball. And you like straight up dropped him.
Take the pitch for injuries and for the futures. Bet all 120 minutes to get early payouts when your team goes up too. Line betting lets you celebrate every strike. And with FanDuel's new Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. By FanDuel, every score means more. North America's #1 sportsbook casino, FanDuel, play your game.
We've removed the full HST on new homes and cut municipal fees, saving you up to $200,000 on a new home. It's just one way we're taking action today to make homes more affordable tomorrow. Like building homes faster by cutting red tape and partnering with municipalities to build more homes. Because by making housing more affordable today, we can get more families in more homes tomorrow.
Lives on TSN. No way, Jose.
Jeez, 29, around 20 minutes. It's right now.
Panaira's coming.
Exposing her as weak.
My enemy have been allowed to muster their strength.
Some big moments ahead as Jesse Ross and his coaching staff discuss next steps. His changes have had an impact here. Canada
have gone close on a number of occasions, but so far, denied by the bar, denied by goal line clearances, and in the first half, a couple of poor decisions or poor finishes. And Canada find themselves trailing here 20 minutes or so from time, plus stoppage time remaining in the first game played on Canadian soil.
Let's go.
Are they going to find a way back this, Stevie? Yes, they are going to find their way back. They're going to get other chances in this game. Someone's going to be a hero this afternoon to bring Canada back in this game. The only previous World Cup for Bosnia, they lost against Argentina in their first ever World Cup game. They lost against Nigeria, and they won 3-1 against Iran. Nigeria game, the only World Cup match they failed to score in. And they got the goal 20 minutes in today through Jovan Lukic, his first international goal. He's since left the game. Risky from Diffusion there. And this is the problem now with Canada having to push forward. There will be opportunities here for Bosnia going in the opposite direction. I think Ahmed runs into trouble there as Tahirovic picks it up. Tommy just still getting back to his feet on halfway. Set long by Memic. One in the air by Larea. This is Jacob Schaffelberg. On the same page there as Richie Larea. Just go forward, Schaffelberg. He had some space in front of him. Look at Schaffelberg. Don't not too happy with that decision from the referee Facundo Teo. It's a chance for Bosnia just to break up the game. What an angle this is on that foul. He plays for it, you can see it there. Just goes over. Does the substitute? Was that? It's a picture of Alfonso Davies, I'm sure, really frustrated watching on from the sidelines, wishing he could impact this game. And Sunic getting set to come in. The defensive midfielder who plays in Cyprus with Paphos. And appearances all starts in qualifying. We're also going to bring in Karim Alibegovic, just 18 years old, German-born, plays for Red Bull Salzburg, but heading back to Bayer Leverkusen after this World Cup. He replaced Faratarovic, a different Goran Agdanovic, who's afternoon won a lot of great things, as did Mimic. Different styles between these two wide men for Bosnia, but both very effective. More of a 4-5-1 now from Bosnia, with Pazda, the substitute, who came on as a forward now, out on the right-hand side. And Ali Begovic, exciting young talent on this left-hand side. Students are just sitting in the middle of the park.
Come on, Canada!
In midfield position.
Score the last 14 minutes. Last 18 minutes. Whatever. They adds on extra.
Wanted up for all, but it's pretty close to the touchline. Danic did win the ball, but I don't know if he caught him as much as Schaffelberg made out there. Johnston Fold. Corey couldn't bring it under control in the midfield. Cornelius with the challenge.
I searched it up and apparently Canada has a strong chance of probably making it. But the way they're playing now, nope.
The far side of running this one back as Danic comes forward.
But it's the first game, right? I think.
Towards Mihajlovic. Just a 15th cap, 23-year-old defender. Huge talent. Playing in the top flight of Italy.
Hopefully next game they does better because they got 3 games. They can't lose 0-3.
Keep Canada at bay. That's it, trying to Danic.
Or whatever games they have.
Down that right side.
They need to win from.
Read it well the direction he wanted to go. He's a little spell this from Bosnia. They're trying to stick the sting out of the game. Well, Kyle Larin started both of the pre-tournament friendlies, but found himself out of the team today, with Tani Oluwaseyi preferred up top. Now Larin will replace Oluwaseyi with under 15 minutes plus stoppage time remaining. Larin has scored 7 goals for Canada in this stadium. His last goal here against Panama last ball in a friendly, a 2-1 win. His first goal here,
Get knocked out.
Cup qualifier against Dominica in 2015. Good fall here for Alistair Johnson as he wins that header. Comes down. Women's back, I think, was up, was okay. Lauren would have been bitterly disappointed when he heard the news he wasn't starting. He's going to use all that frustration now to get his country back in this game to win the first point in the World Cup. And it's was chasing. He's made an impact on many occasions this season, coming in off the bench for Southampton, who were fighting for promotion to the Premiership this year. He was on loan from Mallorca in Spain. And the 31-year-old from Brampton has now made that move to Southampton permanent. He's the country's second all-time leading scorer. 30 goals in what is now 91 appearances, which takes him clear for second all-time. He was tied with Jonathan Osorio, who's on the bench today, the birthday boy Osorio. Well, chasing down Latifa Hutchinson's 104 caps. Number 91 for Aaron today. Interesting that he shaped a lot of minutes at Southampton, Scottish International. Ross Stewart were the stats would come intermittently almost. So he is used to coming off the bench. He does know how to have an impact from the bench. Jesse Marsh will be hoping that he can lose the freshness around his legs, and if the chance comes his way with his composure, he'll put it in the back of the net. Watching it very deep at the moment as Cornelius plays it across to the left side. They're driving forward. Plays into his cut.
What a goal!
Canada needed a hero. There's that man. What a finish from him. Just onto the pitch. Perfectly inside the steps, a little bit deeper. And the finish is absolutely sublime from Aaron. Just like the stuff this from the Southampton striker. Looking at the fundamental of Kantic as he starts it to edge goal. And it takes the pass for Sane into the back of the net. Toronto Stadium erupts in Canada are right back in this match. Carl Aaron has had troubles in front of goal for Canada. He hasn't scored in his last 13 appearances since the 2-1 win against Argentina in October of 2024. Just one goal in 24 appearances in the Jesse Marsh. But he has made an instant impact. He got a new nickname in Southampton by calling the Brampton Batman, yeah. What finish was that? The time is so good, look. And that tight space is a ability in hand. He makes the difference. As he subtle at the touches, his ability to load into the fitness. And then the conclusion of finish. His strength is terrific. And then it helped never let go of Michael Kantic. Through pass Michael Kantic. And I think you can remember when Johnny inside this stadium, this people prevent. It's Canada's second all-time leading scorer. Second all-time recognition. Making it in now, it's Bryce David who goes down on the edge of the box. The momentum is all with Canada. The energy inside the building is incredible. Totally. They're going to just manage this. They're going to use the energy, but obviously, with a sense of caution, here's that goal again. It's a lovely little ball. Round the corner, clearly outside us. We saw from the previous replay, Kolasinac just ball watching. It's deeper than his other centre backs. Lovely little ball, no, wasn't it, from goodness leader. Let's recognise that little pitch round the corner. Look at the top stand. The nick off Kantic does really help. Hard to tell when it's going, but it spins off Kantic's thigh. At the back of there, don't keep him no chance. That was his first involvement in the game. Although we gave him a big build up, didn't we? We hoped that he'd use the frustration of not starting to be the hero. And boy, did he deliver. The first touch off the thigh, the second touch off the boot into the bottom corner. Sergei Brothers wants me to now pick back at 1-1. Oh, we needed this, didn't we? We needed this moment, this stadium. Singing in unison now. Scored 119 seconds after coming out. Cornelius right to the left. Brisbane hits hanging in our left at the moment. We're feeling the pressure for sure. But Canada must make sure they don't get caught out here by throwing men forward. We don't need to as much at this point. Just be careful. Yes, of course, we want to ride on the momentum and the noise of the crowd being a little ball behind, but a little bit far for Lauren to chase. Canada, under 10 minutes plus stoppage time away from what would be a first World Cup point. And the trend in all 7 World Cup matches in history. But Kyle has scored the first time they've equalised after going behind. I think last night's afternoon might be over. He doesn't look. Well, it's a bit of crap, maybe he's got his hands in his head, but he will know the universal message with the hands that he's going to have to come off. You think he'll be going to replaces him. That happens pretty often for Boston and Herzegovina. Danny Button's going to come off. He's just trapped that. He's played pretty well with 32 years. This would be a change. Once they brought on Pastor top instead of Lucas, she figured there would be no one in Jetro today anyway. But it will be Dennis Bernich, left back, in place with Karl Rucker in Germany, who will be coming on to replace Kolasinac. So, no players left on the pitch who were in the last Bosnian World Cup squad in 2014 now. Yeah, it was Bernich, good player, good on the ball. Someone I think can play excellent passes, loves a diagonal. Canada has to be careful when he's in possession, but more of a midfielder, probably not as good a defender as Kolasinac. Bosnian throw right by the Canadian technical area. Jesse Marsh is just percolating to his strikers to get back. He wants Thomas David to drop in a little deeper here. It's the issue though, when you always had that kind of 1-on-1 sort of front two, a bit of a mistake there from this Tony. That's down on the right side, Richard Larrea defending, and there's a corner. Richard Larrea is furious. He thinks it should have been a goal kick. No, it might have been a goal kick. One change left for Canada. I wonder if we might see Alfie Jones. All the subs out there at the moment. You can see Saliba and Azorio, Joe Waterman, probably the most active of the subs. You notice that foul with anything more from was that. We have swinging to the front post, headed away by Carl Laren. There's swing and a miss from Bernich. Richie Larrea with a block. Estakio gets in there as well to stop the run of Ali Begovic. Forward it goes towards Jacob Schaffelberg. Off Denich and out of play. Oh, it's a Canada throw. There, over on Schaffelberg. Need a good run there. It's an outlet ball for Estakio and gets Canada 50 yards off the field. But Thomas David got the assist on Carl Laren's goal, so the substitutes connecting to get Canada back level in this one. Carl Laren, one of his second ever goal scorers at a men's World Cup. I remember the late drama in 2015 at Commonwealth Stadium as Christine Sinclair scored the penalty to break the deadlock. It was 0-0. What a privilege it was to call that one, as Canada managed to score late and win the game in their World Cup opener on home soil. Could there be more late drama here? Christine Sinclair is in the house today, here in Toronto, watching on. Could go either way though, around now.
Well, it's all hectic, isn't it? But what's the look is as erratic as Canada. Canada's hit just prevents a corner. It's pretty wild. Not dissimilar to last night's game. The later game between Korea Republic and Czechia. It's going to be a long throw into the box. I mean, I don't know if a scorer will get to the heights of greatness that Christian Sinclair's at, but they've certainly set their name in Canadian soccer history with a goal.
Johnston's looping throw. Having away by Katic. Eustachio. Out wide for Alistair Johnston. Closed down by Dedic. So good curling ball in, but Katic does well. Managed to head it a good distance forward, and now there's the long ball thrown and Richie Lorette trying to get back here. Demirovic looking to create, goes backwards all the way to Dedic. And they're able to get the bodies back as it comes to Sunic.
Can't believe how many headers that Bosnia have won defensively. Well, actually, all over the field, they've just won so many aerial duels. Of course, it's their strength, but it's been so impressive.
Thomas David, he's fouled. That's a free kick. And Thomas David arms it up to the crowd to get things in the air. So, we're giving it up into frenzy down by the national. It's all pre-game about how I've seen this program develop over 20 years. The first time Canada played here in September of 2007. My first time covering this team. The growth of this team, the growth of this game, leading to this moment now. As over 40,000 look to try and will this side to a winning goal. Ahmed. Eustachio. Lucky. I love it from Ahmed. They'll play it and go forward. Running behind, things can happen. Only fouled. Free kick coming. This will be the first draw of the tournament so far. Minutes. Everything coming up here. Sergei Barbares takes a little moment to rest his legs. He's back up now because the tension is so high. This game is on the knife edge. It will be a sixth consecutive draw for Bosnia. 5 of them 1-1. The Fusher hot header. Had to make it. Eustachio was fouled, and so was Ahmed. Eustachio has been magnificent in the last 30 minutes. Look, he has run around the entire field. He's given himself going. He's just forcefully grabbed this game, not through so many moments of quality, just through endeavour and getting on the ball and inspiring his team as the captain today. To get back into this game, he's going to take this free kick. What a performance, what a leader's performance from Stefan Eustachio. In the final minutes of the 90, too close to Bastille, who's straight as that. You're going to get a hold of the angle. We're playing it. We're waiting to see how much time is added on here. 6 minutes. And Jonathan Osorio getting set to come on in stoppage time here. I think 6 minutes is pretty fair. Maybe could have been a little bit more, considering the hydration break. I mean, neither side really sitting back here, just kind of accepting this. They both feel like they can get a winner. Past and Fujino wins it. There's a challenge going on past down, another play for the throw here, and Jonathan Osorio coming in. Some fresh legs in midfield. It will be interesting to see who comes out here from Jesse Marsh's side. I think this is Eustachio. As seems like it's going to be Eustachio. Stefan Eustachio handing the captain's armband off to Alistair Johnston here. What a second half from Eustachio. We'll just take a moment to appreciate what this means for Jonathan Osorio. Jonathan sees captain on his 34th birthday. In a stadium where he has played for many years for both club and country, comes on for the final 6 minutes of stoppage time here. Alek Begovic. Referee allows play to continue as Aliano brings it through. And Thomas David. There's a foul given against him. I don't know, I did think look to be honest, but I didn't pitch. Lying on the down, moved it on his jaw. Alek Begovic is down as well on the edge of the penalty. Well, he felt like got fouled when he was dribbling through, showing wonderful feet of his. That's nothing in that. It goes over Tony, barely touches him, but as it goes up the other end, it sort of runs at him, doesn't he? I think it's Muramovic who's in that position just to stop him making the channel run. All that feeling, I've done it a few times as a centre back. You don't want to run back 40 yards, and as David tries to run into the channel, he just smashes into him. So 4 minutes of stoppage time remaining, but probably another 2 minutes beyond that still to be played here. Gigovic standing over the free kick. Amar Dedic with a high ball out wide to the right side. Thomas David wouldn't play particularly well. It goes to Kucherov. Now it's Kyle Larry, who also plays a big role defensively as well. And he's fouled. That should be a yellow. It is. It's nothing that was coming on in from context. It's had a good match. Lost to say it's been totally committed to the defensive display. And it's actually a really good foul to get away from Bosnia and Herzegovina's perspective. Kyle Larry does as well to dribble out the pressure. Canada away on counter attack. Would be an 8th successive game unbeaten in this stadium. Would be only 2 defeats in 34 all time here in Toronto Stadium for Canada. A place they know well. A second half comeback. And minutes away from a first World Cup point. Koenig. On that tackle, Maria. Cody won't take any chances here. Not a great ball from Cornelis. And then on the end of this game for Canada. Koenig. Osorio driving through the midfield. Osorio picks out Ahmed perfectly. Ali Ahmed with the ball into the box. Thomas David and Catalan above him there, but no! No, I like the idea, Louis, but it's just got the quality on the cross, a little loopy. Gives time to get over. Lovely work from Osorio, though, who's on the field to just calm things down. Use that terrific brain of his just to make good decisions, and it was a lovely little slaloming run and then ball out to Ahmed on the right. How good's this lad being as well to Fujian? What performance from the youngster. Ahmed inside to get Fujian. Cornelius. Lorraine helping it out to the far side, gets it back from Schaffenberg. Now Osorio. Schaffenberg up against Dedic. Roll forward to Richie Larea. Larea to the byline. Steps inside. Richie Larea for Kyle. Did he need the touch? Could he have played it first time? Sensational from Larea. Down the left, back inside. He finds Larea and he decides to take a touch, but he just gave the defender a split second. How many times have you seen Richie Larea make those runs? But so long as OFC United end up with an assist or touching, but he kicks into the next like that. Gives Keith help in the second half as well. The two of mine Canada just totally committed to the job in the second half. Amazing to watch them play with this in Toronto. Seconds away from the first ever World Cup point. There's Laren's touch and shot. The blocks made by Milanovic. The final whistle goes into London. Cameron's goal coming on as a substitute, making an instant impact. Gives Canada a first ever World Cup points. The two coaches shake hands at the end of a game in which Canada certainly did not deserve to lose, and it could have been more. Could have been more. It was a good performance by Canada. I thought it got better through. The belief came even stronger as the match continued. In the second half, they just absolutely went for it and totally deserved the equalising goal from the substitute Carl Laren. I think the goal they conceded will be disappointed, but to get that first point and to not lose the first game here in Toronto is so significant. Next up it is Qatar in Vancouver, and then the group will close against Switzerland. But this was a game really in the context of the group, if they want to finish in the top two, that they couldn't afford to lose against Canada. They couldn't afford to lose this. They had to get something from it. I actually thought it would have been a cagier match, and it was. I guess that goal from Lukic meant that things had to open up a little bit. Bosnia defended well, but they didn't provide too much there going forward. A little bit of seeing a counter attack from them, but Canada just kept pressing and pressing, and some of the football at times was wonderful from them. The left hand side was working well. The substitutions from Jesse Marsh were at the right time and gave them some fresh pace and some